Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, March 5th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I find my grace and flow as we exit the old and enter the new eon. Oh my gosh, so much astro energy today to look at. So we have the Sun and Jupiter coming together in Pisces, which is preparing us for a few other conjunctions to come later in Pisces. So we're going to dig into that. We also have Venus and Mars finishing up in Capricorn today. So they're going to be at 29 Capricorn through the majority of the day, the whole day for a large part of the world. And then shifting into Aquarius, which we're going to dig into. And that really has to do with this energy mantra. When I was doing my year ahead readings, that was something that kept coming through with Venus and Mars shifting together into Aquarius, moving together, like this feels so significant, moving together and conjuncting this, the second time in just 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, that they're coming together in a conjunction. So this is powerful. It's like we had the meeting in the old Capricorn representing tradition, and here we move into Aquarius. And so interesting because depending on which astrologer you ask, we're either entering the age of Aquarius or we're already in it. I feel like we've been in it for a little while, actually. But, you know, ages are long, so we're just tiptoed into it. But I don't think the way we are connecting online and social media, I don't think that we can deny that we're in it, personally. I think we wanted more change in this, but anyway, Venus and Mars together, moving into Aquarius, the sign of the rebel, the sign of frequency. This feels so powerful to me, and I want to dig into both of these things and give them their full due respect. We're going to start with Sun and Jupiter. Sun and Jupiter. This is a beautiful combination. This just can expand the new moon Pisces energy that we've been working with. This is a call to go ahead and dream big and not be afraid of your dreams. I actually love this card for this. So I have the Nine of Cups. It's in reverse. Nine of Cups is a card of like your wildest dreams and wishes fulfilled. In this deck, it's called the Laziness card. And as soon as I saw this card and in reverse, I was like, oh, well, this is not a day to be lazy in regards to your hopes and dreams. This is a day to engage them, write about them, sit and daydream, spend time in that energy, spend time. I love that castle. I do like castles, but I love that quote. If you have built castles in the air, you know, no need to tear them down, just build a foundation under them. Feeling that with this energy. So this is where you're building the castles in the air. There'll be time for the foundation, but don't be afraid and don't be lazy about your dreams, your daydreams in this energy. Now, keep in mind Jupiter expands whatever energy, right? Now I have to say this because songs always give messages. I didn't even know the words, but as soon as I was looking at the chart, I got the song, I guess it's Rubberneckin' by Elvis, but I didn't even know who was singing it. I just heard, blah, look and listen. I wasn't sure even what the lyrics were. That's my philosophy. That's what I heard in my head. And I was like, oh, geez, let's see if I can find this. And I put it on. I was like, oh, I know this song. Okay. Stop, look, and listen, baby. That's my philosophy. I think that the universe is going to be sending us signs upon signs upon signs upon signs. And not just today. This is, again, it's sending the Sun towards Neptune, Jupiter towards Neptune. And all of these energies, again, are like, are you dreaming big? Are you thinking big? Are you bringing this energy, like, up for yourself? Are you allowing yourself to go there? Are you not being lazy in regards to your daydreams? So stop, look, and listen for those signs. And at the same time, stop and take the time to engage this beautiful energy. Now, side note with Pisces, watch out for escapism. This isn't about escapism. This is about creation power. Do I have the creator card? I think I do. Oh, I do. This is about creation, for sure. Again, we all create from different places. I think some of us create from third eye. I think some of us create from throat. I think some of us create through hand chakras. I think some of us create through heart. Some of us through solar plexus. Some of us in the sacral. Where do you create from? Maybe it's all of them, right? And tuning into your creation zone in and through this energy. But again, be aware. Anything that Jupiter touches, it expands. There's a lot of fear waves, clear the fear waves, shine some sun on any thought clouds about the pain and suffering. This is a great day to hold space and imagine peace and what that would look like. There's a lot of beautiful energy that can be seeded and utilized in this. Watch for the illusions. The illusions may also be running rampant. Realize that you don't have to believe or whatever, anything. Really get grounded in what feels aligned and true for you. This can also be really strong intuition energy. So do pay attention to your intuition. And remember, your intuition doesn't bring you fear. Intuition will ground you more than shake you up. So do keep that in mind. All right, let's dig into this Venus and Mars thing. So let's be fair. Venus and Mars, 29 degrees through the day. Mars at 29, especially still coming out of this Pluto conjunction. Check your control stuff. Check the power issues that may be coming up. Mars at 29 degrees can get quite fiery and fired up. So recognize what I'm about to say about Venus and Mars moving into Aquarius is very different from that. And yet, this also feels like an opportunity to shed these layers of these old traditions and these old ways that no longer work, these old structures that no longer work, including this, maybe it's even releasing the traditional roles of the yin and the yang energy. I mean, that feels very aligned. It feels like it's going to be different for everybody, because that's what Aquarius feels like, right? As these planets move into the sign of Aquarius and come together, which I was kind of hoping I had the integration card, but I do have the Lovers card today. So they are meeting. Technically, it's going to be early Sunday for most people, but as they come together in this sign, the new eon, right? It's a time for the yang to know. The yang is at its best, yangiest energy when the yin is present. It's time for the yin to know that they're at their best, yiniest energy when the yang is present, and that there is this intrinsic looping between them, and they really do need each other. However, it doesn't have to be the way everybody says it is. And that's what I feel like with Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of the rebel. Aquarius is like, all right, scratch everything you think that you knew. Let's innovate this. This is about the revolution, evolution. I really feel like children coming in are going to start, or they already have been, but even more so, reflecting these shifts. And it's up for us to be part of this revolution and recognize it within ourselves, recognizing how we're called to shift and move with our desire and in action with Mars. Now it's interesting because we're also shifting elements. We're shifting out of earth, which is more grounded, into air. So there might be a lot more freedom in exploring these energies. The yin, new ways of dancing, new ways of moving, new ways of intuiting, new ways of connecting in. So again, the 0 degrees is all about transformation. And so Venus and Mars meeting in Aquarius, the sign of the rebel, the sign of the revolution, evolution, at 0 degrees. There's powerful shift in this. It's also interesting because Venus and Mars will not meet again until 2024 due to Mars going through a very lengthy retrograde later this year. So we really want to work on, especially while Venus and Mars are moving through the sign of Aquarius, integrating these energies together, but allowing their freedom to blow with the wind and maybe show you more so than you being like, this is how it has to be. So I hope that makes sense, because it's something that I don't think that can be explained. It needs to be like brought through and like and octopused through you. That's the word I'm going with. Powerful energy. So just for times, Sun and Jupiter are going to connect at 6:06 a.m. Pacific time. Mars is going to move into Aquarius at 10:23 p.m. Venus, right on Mars' heels, is going to shift in at 10:30 p.m. These are Pacific time. And their technical conjunction happens at 11:12. I wish it was 11:11, right? 11:12 p.m. Pacific time. So again, early Sunday. Even as we move, like Venus is going to start picking up speed and pulling away from Mars. Venus is in the flow with the lessons, and her, I don't like to say her, but the Venus flow moves a little bit faster. So Venus will be in that flow moment to moment over the next about a month. But even so, like for, again, the next month, they're going to be in this sign, figuring out this new dynamic. And again, there's going to be, I think, shift in how we relate with each other. But again, the relationships within ourselves. And again, the appreciation that we have for each other. Because this yin and yang thing, it's like as above, so below. Not only do the yin and yang energies need each other, we need each other. And we're called to recognize that and reflect that. Now, just to finish up, the moon is going to be moving through Aries. And the moon, by the evening, is going to be squaring Pluto. So we've had these Pluto energies that we've been working with the last few days. Ugh. I'm ready to be done with the Plutonic colonic. But we may feel that energy coming in. The moon is going to move into Taurus and then square Venus and Mars early on Saturday, like, again, within the 12 a.m. timing. But just be aware. These squares still are going to feel challenging. But again, how are you being challenged to shift in and through this? And how can you embrace the frequency of love in and through this? It's funny, we have the miser. I think there's going to be many who are going to be holding on to this old way. But it's so funny, the stress card is like, what can you put down right now? And I'm feeling that with this. What can you put down right now? This also could be part of Venus and Mars at 29 Capricorn. What old responsibilities are you carrying that do not work for you? What do you need to put aside and put down? And where can you be in this energy? Where can you lazy cat it and daydream and build your castles in the sky? So I'm going to leave that there. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.